As expected, weather conditions at Standing Rock have been worsening. It's been getting a lot colder. It's been reaching temperatures well below zero, freezing conditions. And the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe chairman, Dave Archambault, has asked water protectors to return home. Now, that's not a mandate, but it is, I guess, in recognition of the current conditions there. And some people are set up for those conditions with the tents that they have, but others are not. And we just saw a report from Jordan Sheridan from TYT Politics, and he's mentioning that elders, kids are trying to be taken, off the camp or away from the camp. Some have not. They're still waiting on caravans. He also said that the police are not there anymore, but the blockade is still up. They left the blockade intact, so that's preventing emergency services from still, getting to the area, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, you would think if, they were looking out for the safety of the people and are concerned with that, they would kind of remove the roadblocks.
Why not remove the roadblock, Because the Army Corps of Engineers has spoken, and the Energy Transfer Partners is not going to get the permit, right? So what are you protecting anymore? You're not legally protecting the company anymore, are you? Because they don't have a permit to continue. So why? There's no reason for that blockade to still be there. If anything, the police presence. Well, again, the police presence isn't there. But if there was, and like the blockade is still, I think that's still a presence.
That's still
police presence,
exactly. Like if that is a form of security.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like an actual person.
How about blockade the where they're trying to drill?
Oh, illegally. Because what they say?
Yeah, they said that they were going to just ignore what the Army Corps of Engineers said
and not granting a permit.
Yeah, and just drill anyway.
So
because they're committed to getting it done.
So wouldn't that be kind of committing a crime of some sort?
Of some
sort. That would be illegal?
Of some sort.
So you would think the police would come back to, prevent them from drilling, right?
Because they're an arm of the government.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they're supposed to...
So why not blockade somewhere?
Like that, I guess, mandates to follow, especially dealing with permits and whatnot.
You asked a good question. You asked a very good question. And again, I think people need to call the Governor Dalrymple, need to call the Morton County Sheriff's Department to make sure that they're going to be doing everything that they can do to prevent this company from drilling further because they don't have a permit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the sensible thing to do.
And you would think that, like, they would kind of push harder on people that are trying to commit actions rather than prevent actions. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the protectors are just trying to prevent something.
Yes.
They're not actually the aggressors in this case. Right. So
the aggressors at this point is the company that's trying to ignore the permit.
Exactly.
Right?
So wouldn't you kind of go harder at them if you were law enforcement?
You would. Sensibly, you would. Now, what is very interesting about this issue, about this whole protecting the water issue, Standing Rock, the Dakota Access Pipeline, guess who showed up? Like guess who showed up to this cause now? Guess who finally showed up and actually said something?
Showed up after the permits weren't granted.
Yes, after.
After.
Yeah. Who you think? Come on, man. She's been absent this whole time, and then now she actually said something on her Facebook page.
Let's see. Is it Elizabeth Warren?
U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren actually made a statement on her Facebook page about the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and about the Dakota Access Pipeline. I
mean, I could understand because that's her people, right?
Excuse me. Let me read you a little bit. She starts it off by saying, "I don't know how anyone could watch the news and not be horrified by what's happening at Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota. For months, the Standing Rock Sioux and thousands of others have opposed a pipeline that many believe risks contaminating the tribe's water supply. What have they faced in response? Attack dogs, rubber bullets, tear gas, water hoses, and freezing temperatures." We already knew that. We been knew that. You didn't say anything about it, though. You
didn't say anything about it when it was going on.
Yeah, she even mentioned the 21. She said a 21-year-old graduate of Williams College in Massachusetts had her arm nearly destroyed. How come you didn't say anything about it when it happened? That was November 20th. She put this out December 4th. Why are you talking about it now?
It was 3 days ago, dude. That was 3 days ago.
She ends it by saying, "Time is running out. Patience has worn thin. Nerves have frayed. Every day brings a chance for escalation of the violence and more injuries. The Obama administration should step up now and work with the Army Corps of Engineers to find an alternate route to this pipeline and ways to address the concerns of the Standing Rock Sioux."
Yeah,
she said time is running out. Nerves have frayed.
Time is running out suggests that the issue just started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I say time is running out, that means like we've been in this for a while now. Yeah. And we don't have much time left.
It kind of puts her with the fight.
Exactly.
Like, man, we've been telling you this for months now. You know, and time is running out now.
She's late.
She's late. She's of course late. She hasn't said anything.
It reminds me of CNN coming there, right? Kind of after so much attention had been brought to it. After the veterans came, right? CNN tries to jump on their coattails. Yep. They had the nerve to say, "Oh, we're coming to cover this issue that's been buried." And I was like, "What? Who's responsible for burying issues? Who buried the issue?"
Media outlets just like
them. I'm like, wait a second, y'all buried it.
Yeah, they actually had a headline, but it was a few weeks ago saying the buried headline, and they were talking about this issue.
And the question is, who buried it?
It's hilarious. They did. MSNBC did. All the local news outlets, they buried it. Elizabeth Warren buried it as well. Now, she did say something worth substance. I mean, I've wondered the same thing too. They need to, find another path for this pipeline because look, and I know people are they're going to be upset about that because they don't want this pipeline anywhere because we don't need new pipelines. I understand that, but the likelihood of this pipeline being constructed is very high.
Yeah,
so it's going to go through some neighborhood. It does not need to go through this water source, and that's what we recognize. So there's just over a month left of Obama's administration, of his presidency, right? So are they going to come up with a plan before Trump
he leaves office?
Before Trump gets in office? That's the significant question we have to ask ourselves. That's a significant question we have to ask the Army Corps of Engineers.
I mean, because these corporations have billions of dollars invested in it. They're not going to just kind of let this go. They're not going to let this go. They're not going to just let this issue just walk away from this project.
And Trump is invested in this pipeline as well.
Yeah.
So again,
he owns stock in companies that are invested in the pipeline indirectly. So,
like I said, are we going to come up with a plan before the presidency changes hands?
I hope so. I think that if Obama thinks this is an important issue, he will. Yeah. If he doesn't, then he'll just kind of
throw it off.
He'll just pass the buck
on Trump.
To Trump.
And see, I've heard people saying that too, that this was like a nothing move.
We don't know yet.
If it was, if Obama truly wanted to do nothing, he could have done nothing, like nothing at all. Now, it still could be nothing. I'm not saying it couldn't be.
Yeah, because he's real good at that.
Yeah, he is.
He's real.
and by saying that they're not getting the permit, and saying that it needs to be rerouted, it doesn't mean that they've come up with the separate route.
There needs to be some sort of plan submitted.
Exactly.
We
need more meat on the table.
We need something tangible. We need something tangible that they can show us. Some sort of plan.
This is just an official delay that the company might violate anyways. So I mean, there's still a lot of work to do, and I guess we can only hope that it actually gets resolved before Trump gets into office.
They have enough time.